It's important to establish the relevance at the beginning of each session, and if this is done through a hands-on activity, not only does it hook the students to the session, but it also keeps them engaged throughout the session. My session on summarizing was started off with a hands-on activity where the students had to pack a bag for a trip, which made them see the importance of what to take in as well as what to leave out. So an abstract idea like summarizing was made easy through a concrete activity. 16, 17, 18. Okay, 18 items for a 2-day trip. Fair enough. You two are also going for a trip, but this time the airlines that you're traveling in has a very stringent rule. You pay 500 rupees per item in your bag. So I leave the choice to you. What would you then pack for a weekend trip if you had to pay per item? Okay, what are you all doing right now? What are you doing?
We're looking at like what's necessary.
What's necessary, okay? Okay, so you're looking at what's necessary, and what are the have you removed anything yet?
Yes.
What have you taken out?
We're taking out the slippers.
Okay, why?
Because I think shoes would be fine.
Okay, so what are the things that you're taking out? The slippers, the extra book are things that you
Don't need.
don't need, okay? All right, 14, 15. So you removed only 3 things.
Yes.
Can anybody make this even leaner? Okay. I help them see the connection between this activity and the whole idea of summarizing. What do you think we were doing right now?
We were just stuffing our bag of things. But when we got everything is 500 rupees, we considered what was more necessary.
Okay, we considered what was important and we removed unnecessary things. When they understand that a summary is about taking what is important and leaving what is not, they were able to frame the criteria for what a good summary is by themselves. Can we list down how can we turn something, say, which is 500 words long into something which is less than half of it?
First of all, you have to read it.
That's a good start. Then what do you do?
When you're writing a summary, you go back and forth like you from
Sure. When you're writing the summary, once you've highlighted all the main parts, what is very important when you're writing the summary?
going back to the
Sure.
writing your own words.
Thank you very much.
Paraphrase.
We need to paraphrase. Right? Even when they came to writing down summaries of a newspaper article, it was very easy for them to keep those things in mind. I have bunches of 5 news articles. Okay? Each news article is that long. What I would like is to convert these 5 news articles into a 1-minute headline show. The students were put into groups, and there were 5 students in each group, and the task that was given to the students was that each one had to read any one article and summarize it using the criteria which they had come up with, co-constructed. Once you are done with your own summaries, I would like one person to collate each summary onto that paper. Okay? And when you come here as a group, that will be read out. Now for this, we had to construct the criteria again. If we are the audience and if we are to give feedback to our peers on the news that they read out. What should we keep in mind?
We have to look at the time limit that we have given and have they done it in one group.
Time limit. At the same time, what do we look out for as what shouldn't be there? Okay.
No extra details.
No extra details. Yes, ma'am.
We need to see the sentence and correct it. Is it right?
Absolutely. Okay. Can we say is it grammatically correct? How do we score? If they go over a minute,
Minus 5. Minus 5.
okay, so they lose this point. If there are too many details, you lose a point.
Minus 1.
If it's grammatically incorrect, you lose a point. Let's start. Who'd like to go first?
There have been many disasters around the world. The volcano Mount Rokatenda on Palucis land in East Nusa Tenggara province has erupted and rescuers are trying to evacuate people in that area.
Was the fluency in place? Could you hear? Could you make out what he was reading?
Yes.
Okay. Were all the main points covered?
Yes. In Andhra Pradesh, more than 1,500 buses were on roads of midnight because employees joined the government in the protest. Second,
So there was fluency. The main points were definitely there. In fact, there were details which were not needed. Grammatically correct?
yes.
Okay. So that's a 3 out of 5 for Diya's group. This is Ruchit's group. Who's going next? A good performance of understanding is one which has elements of individual as well as teamwork. We close the session by the students reiterating the 4 steps to writing a good summary. What would those 4 steps be? First, taken for granted. We're summarizing, that's a detail which is highlight important parts, paraphrase in your own words, put them together using transitions,
No extra detail.
leave out extra details. Thank you very much. This 4-step process is something that we'll keep in mind every time we need to summarize. Yes? When a teacher uses a hands-on activity to hook the students, it makes it easier for her to use that to remind the students to go back to what they picked up in the initial activity, especially when they're digressing during the session. So it's just an easy reminder saying, what did we pick up from the packing activity? And the students remember, okay, take what's important, leave out what's unnecessary. So it makes it easier, it keeps the students engaged, and the relevance is established very effectively.